because I don't play much of it, so I'm hoping these matches are somewhat easy. Yeah, I'm sure they will be. Okay. Anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. I did most things when I played the fortnitemares. But I actually did not. Oh, there's somebody else here. I just heard him zipline. just the regular candy corn, but also the pumpkin. And I discovered that they have something else. Apparently, guys, there's chocolate candy corn. And I asked some like friends if they knew about chocolate candy corn, because I never heard of it my entire life, and I've been alive for 22 years. And they were like, yeah, that's a thing. Everybody knows that. And I was just baffled. I couldn't believe it. What the heck? There's a secret underground, like, bunker. What the heck? I haven't seen this. But yeah, apparently there is chocolate candy corn. It's not just chocolate though. The little bottom bit, because you know a candy corn's made in 3 segments. The bottom segment, that's usually the yellow segment of a candy corn, is orange, and then the parts that are usually orange and white are chocolate. So I guess it's like more like half chocolate candy corn. Oh yeah, here's the gliding thing I was telling you guys about. Amazing movement. I cannot believe I did not discover that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to try chocolate candy corn that's got chocolate and not chocolate. Where is everybody? We haven't run into anybody since the beginning. Hang on, my Wi-Fi is acting up. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi, but I guess the problem fixed itself. So I looked at my little list to remind me what movies I've seen. I'm going to tell you them in not the order I watched them, because there's a certain order I want to tell you about them. Just because I have some controversial opinions on these movies. What is this guy doing? Okay. You're dead. Nice. That took a lot of our health though. That's okay. We have a biggie. Okay, so this actually I think was the first movie I saw, and it happens to be the first on the list. M. Night Shyamalan's movie called Signs. This one really surprised me. I have actually seen most of M. Night Shyamalan's movies. I really like most of M. Night Shyamalan's movies, except the movie Old. The one with the beach where time goes by faster. That one, low-key traumatized me, so I do not like that one. But yeah, most of M. Night Shyamalan's I really like, and I've watched most of them. I think possibly I did watch Signs when I was extremely little, but I would have to be very young to not remember it. Kudos to my mom for letting me watch such an adult movie as like a little kid, but what is this guy doing? He doesn't even know I'm here. Are you okay, dude? What the heck? That wasn't even a bot. What on earth just happened? Okay, well that's over for him. Anyways, the reason I think I watched it is because I recognized one scene, but only one. It was the scene where they show the alien on the news, and there's these kids, I think they're Brazilian kids or something, at a birthday party, and you see like a little snippet of the alien like walking by in this like alleyway. But that is the only scene that I recognized. Oh, there's somebody up there. What the heck? Okay, I don't know if my gun's very good for this distance. Oh, he's one tap away. Okay. Wait, no, wait. You might be wondering how I have a crown right now because I did not win last game. I was in the lobby for this game and I saw a guy emoting on a bus, so I went up there and started emoting with him. And he literally just gave me his crown. I thought that was pretty crazy. So yeah, I just have a crown now. Wait, did it not let me keep the crown? Oh no, it didn't let me keep it. I guess if somebody drops it for you in the lobby, you don't get to keep it anymore. That is so unfortunate. He did give me his crown though, I swear. On everything. Okay. Easy first kill. Okay, I need to finish talking about signs though. Especially before I forget what exactly I was talking about. So, yeah, I guess I didn't really stop out, like in the middle of a sentence or anything. So basically, the movie, I thought it was good. It's pretty old. It's like 2002. So you know, the aliens weren't that scary looking because they were just so like outdated or whatever. But actually, though, for its time, for 2002, I think the aliens looked pretty good, and I still think even to this day they look pretty good. I would say not scary anymore, but I still think that the design for them and stuff is good, and I think that for 2002, I think that they looked really good. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I was very engaged in it the entire time. You kind of are wondering like whether or not the aliens are even like good or bad or like what they're gonna do. You're kind of wondering like what they're doing on the people's property. There's like a pretty good story going on, like besides the aliens, about like just like the main characters and like their lives and stuff. It was a good movie. It wasn't really like scary. It was more like suspenseful, kind of like almost like thriller-y or something. I don't know. I don't really know like what else there is to say about it. standing in like a foggy street. Because it felt kind of like I recognized it when I watched the movie. I did not know what it was about either. I knew nothing about the plot either. So I did not know anything. I went into this movie completely blind. I had no idea what it was going to be about. I just knew there was a pyramid head guy. What I assumed it was going to be about in my head was like some kind of foggy town, and like maybe the pyramid head guy was going to go around like killing the townspeople or something, and then the woman is going to be like the last survivor. That was kind of like the general like guess I had. Boy, was I wrong. I also did not think it was going to be scary at all. Silent Hill is also an older movie, so I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be like Signs, you know? It's not going to be scary. It's probably going to be good because people talk about it so much, but it's going to be some, you know, kind of cheesy old horror movie. Oh my god, was I wrong about that too? Silent Hill is traumatizing. It is terrifying. Oh my gosh. I feel like most people have seen that movie. If you have not seen that movie, I would suggest not watching it if you are very sensitive to horror. If you get scared easily and like you can't handle anything more than like Paranormal Activity or Signs, or I mean, I guess it has a very different vibe to Paranormal Activity, but like I couldn't even think of what to compare it to that I would tell you not to watch it, but like, holy crap, that movie is old, but it is terrifying. Everything about it is terrifying. It was so good though, and I am so happy that I got to experience it without knowing anything about it, because the entire time I was watching the movie, I had no idea what was happening. I had no idea what was gonna happen. The very first thing I saw that really just made my jaw drop was when the woman, I actually forgot the main woman's name, when the main woman, she gets to the Silent Hill town, and I don't even remember what she was doing. Oh, she was chasing her like daughter around or whatever, like come back, which I thought was kind of silly, like I don't know, but she was chasing her around and she ends up like behind this fence, and then she just sees this guy that's like eaten in half and like just stuff falling out of him, and that was like kind of like, whoa, okay, something's happening. And then you just see these terrifying little like kid ghoul things. I don't even know what you would call those. It's just like, what the hell, and it just gets so freaky. And like, yeah, and then after you see that, you're like, oh, okay, like these are the bad guys, this is what's gonna be happening. And then no, like more crazy stuff happens. It's just like the whole movie is constant excitement, but not like too much, not like to a fault or anything, but like there's never a dull moment in Silent Hill. It just keeps you on your toes the entire way through the movie. It's crazy. It's a very good movie. I loved it a lot. The like evil, like, oh crap. Sorry. Oh, I couldn't hear him. I was so busy talking and I missed a lot of my shots. If I hadn't missed my shots, I would have won that so well too. What? Oh man, yeah. I mean, I would have got third partied anyways. Man, if I wouldn't have missed those gatekeeper shots, sometimes I feel like I'm clicking and my shots aren't shooting. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Okay, I'm definitely going to keep talking about Silent Hill in the next game. I'm sorry that they keep ending off before I get to like finish my little review of the movies. be a next Halloween thing. I don't know if I can ever watch those movies though. I'm way too scared, especially The Exorcist, because I've just heard horrible things about how terrifying it is. I've heard that like people were dying at the movie theater when it came out, of heart attacks and stuff, because it scared them so bad. And, maybe in a decade when the movie's just oops, I thought that was a shotgun. Maybe in a decade or something when that movie's just so old that it's not even possible for it to be scary anymore. Because I just think right now I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. I was very sad when I watched the movie. Big spoiler alert, but I'm sure at this point if you wanted to go watch the movie and you thought this was too much spoilers, you wouldn't be listening anyways. But big spoiler alert, when the cop dies, oh, I was so upset. I liked her so much and I was so upset that she died. I forgot to look it up, but I just remembered when I was watching it. I thought she looked just like the actress from The Walking Dead called Andrea, and I'm actually 99% sure that that was the same actress, because the more I watched her and listened to her voice and stuff, the more I drew that comparison. But she looks so young, and she has a pixie cut, and it's so old that it's genuinely pretty hard for me to tell whether or not that's her. Oh great, this guy's a sweat. He's got a shield and a frickin' turret. Okay, I hit him a little bit. Did he throw yeah he did, he threw a billy at me. Oh my, what is this? Oh, this guy's way too sweaty. I cannot. Okay, I'm trying to talk about the Silent Hill movie. Will you just leave me alone, dude? He's got every cheesy item in the game. Oh my god, I won. I did not think I was gonna win against this guy. Holy crap. He's getting emoted on. That was ridiculously sweaty. I did not like that guy. He had every freaking such a cheesy game. And I'm gonna teabag him too. Get teabagged. Get teabagged. Okay, sorry. That guy made me so mad. He was the freaking turret and the shield is just the most freaking brain dead freaking. I'm taking the turret because I'm so mad. It's you've got to be 9 years old if you're playing just so freaking cheesy. And the way he was just sweating, throwing everything at me. Whatever. Anyways, sorry. That guy made me so mad. Anyways, what the heck was I talking about? I was talking about Silent Hill. Man, he really made me lose my thought. Oh, Carm, are you kidding me? Whoa, what the heck? He's hacking me. Wait. Did that show on? I was holding down my trigger button on. Maybe it was my mouse. I probably shouldn't assume someone's hacking like that. I was holding down my trigger on my Uzis and they weren't shooting. I hit every shot on the gatekeeper. I think except the last one. And I was doing great. And then I swear to you, I was shooting with it must have been my mouse. I don't think he was hacking. It's not the first time I've too sweaty. I can't handle cold. I should have got out my gatekeeper when he got that close. Dang. And I still didn't get to finish talking about Silent Hill. That was so sweaty. This is definitely gonna be a longer video. I was planning on making it longer anyways, but I'm not gonna be able to get through all the movies, so I'll finish up my thoughts next game. I'll make it quick, and then I'll start talking about the next movie. Sorry that this has been taking me so long. This might be a bad idea, but I decided to try out unranked, hoping maybe it'll be less sweaty and maybe there'll be like more bots or like not as good people. I don't know. People who aren't as good as at the game, or like maybe you aren't sweating. I was not expecting there to be other people landing in Nitrodome. That's weird. Okay, so yeah, my finishing thoughts about Silent Hill. Oh, there is one last thing I really want to talk about, and that is the ending of Silent Hill. The ending of Silent Hill. Okay, so like basically the main character woman gets back to the church, and she why is the music here so loud? Oh my god, I can't even hear it myself talk. She like lets herself get stabbed by the crazy lady, the like head of the church, who is like deceiving all the people. It's not like a cult. It's like a cult. And she gets stabbed by her, and then the like evil girl who is in her gets to come out of her, and it brings her like back to life somehow or something. It like repairs her wounds, and the evil girl comes out, and it's like the real girl, the original girl in the hospital bed that they burned because they were doing the witch trials. Which, by the way, it made me so sad watching that and hearing about that, because it baffles me and it makes me so sad that witch trials were like actually a thing. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that people were so dumb that they thought that witches were real, and they burned and killed, like burned alive so many women and children for really dumb things too. Like, even if there was no evidence that they were a witch, they would burn them. Like, if like a husband or something would be mad at the woman, he could just say, oh my gosh, my wife's a witch, or saw her practicing witchcraft, and everybody in the village would be like, oh, say less, and then they just like burn her alive. It's crazy to me that happened. And the number one thing that baffles me about that is, you really think that if they were a witch, they wouldn't like try to cast some like magic spells on you or something? Like, you think catching them would be that easy, that you could just like grab their arms and tie them up and like everything? It's so silly to me. But you know, whatever. That's besides the point. Are there cars in here? I need a car. Anyways, so yeah, the like mom is rescuing the girl from the being burned, and like meanwhile the evil girl in the hospital bed that, you know, they gave 3rd-degree burns to because they thought she was a witch, she is like killing everybody with like this barbed wire, which I guess explains the barbed wire attack in Dead by Daylight. And the first thing I saw was her pulling up the evil cult leader lady, and it's such an interesting movie to leave a review on, so I don't feel too bad for taking too long to review it. But yeah, great movie. I really liked it. Very scary. Before I review the next movie, I need to get my list back up, so let me get my car really quick. Okay. I think this was either the third or second movie that I saw. I think it might have been third, because after I watched Silent Hill, I was like, okay, I need something more tame. Yeah, I'm 99% sure it was. Oh wait, no. I'm reviewing the next movie. Sorry, this was the last movie I saw. The fourth one. My bad. So, I watched Silent Hill, and then I watched another movie, which I'm going to tell you about after, because I have such a controversial opinion on this movie. And then after I watched that movie, that I'm going to tell you about, I watched Edward Scissorhands. A huge reason I watched Edward. Wait, how does this guy have the default car one? Wait, what? How is that? That's not even supposed to be possible. Is it because it's a bot? Do bots even drive cars? Wait, what? This is crazy. Okay, while I'm killing this guy, let me review Edward Scissorhands. So I saw it for the very first time. I had never watched it in the past, even though I've obviously heard of it. Everybody has it, and I haven't seen or heard anything about the movie, but I've seen Edward Scissorhands because you guys are going to be really surprised about this, because ASMR artists usually aren't very raunchy, or I don't want to say offensive, but it's true, offensive. They don't even like swear or anything. That's why I'm already kind of a little bit out there for an ASMR artist, and I get worried that I won't be able to make it as good, because I do swear a lot. Now, I'm also toxic, and most ASMR artists are not toxic. But I like to be myself, and I think it's funny and entertaining, so I don't really care. But, so basically, I saw Edward Scissorhands originally, the character, from a Max Mofo skit. Any Filthy Frank fans or Max Mofo fans know exactly the one I'm talking about. I'm going to explode, okay? Okay, I'm so low. Oh, I'm getting third partied. Is that the guy in the car? I'm gonna be so pissed if this is the guy that was in the default car. Okay, let me finish my thought really quick. It was a Max Mofo skit. If you don't like offensive things, don't watch it. It's very old. It's from like 2012. It's from like a completely different time. Things were different back then, but I did watch it. I was very young when I watched it, and I grew up with them. Like I said, I'm 22, so I don't even know. I wouldn't have watched it when I was 10, though. Maybe it came out. Maybe I watched it in like 2014 or 2015. But anyways, that's all I saw of Edward Scissorhands, and obviously that's really, if you've seen that video, it does not tell you anything about him. It's just Max dressing up as Edward Scissorhands and like trying to function in life with Scissorhands. I haven't seen it in years, so I don't remember, but yeah. But I will finish my review in the next game. So I will see you guys in the next game. Okay, back to talking about Edward Scissorhands. So, the reason that I never watched the movie before now is because my entire life I was under the impression that Edward Scissorhands was a slasher movie. I did not know it was by Tim Burton, first of all. as a slasher, and I'm not into slashers. I do not watch slashers. I tried watching the movie with Michael Myers. I actually don't remember the name of it. Is it Friday the 13th? I get them all mixed up. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on 13th. That might be Jason. And then what's the other one? Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. What's the third? I've listed 3 killers, but I don't remember the name. Elm Street, 13th. Oh crap, that's crazy. Horror fans are gonna be really mad at me. I don't remember though. I watched the Freddy Krueger one, it wasn't that bad, but that one's not much of a slasher, but Mike Myers and like Scream, people are gonna be really mad about that. People love Scream, but I just don't like it. I don't know. It's kind of just like senseless violence. There's no plot. It's not very good in my opinion. These bots are annoying me. I'm gonna kill them. Where's the other bot? Okay. Anyways. So yeah, I never watched it because I don't like slashers, and I thought that it was a slasher. And the way that I actually ended up finding out that it was not a slasher, and what made me actually want to watch it, is, well, like everything else that I get my TV watch list from, Fortnite. It's sad, I know, but I don't really care. He came out in Fortnite this season. He came out in October for Fortnitemares. For the first time, his skin came out, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Another like slasher horror movie skin. But then I watched the ASMR gaming news. I've talked about him many times in my videos. I watch his Fortnite ASMR. Specifically his daily item shop videos, because I am very rarely in the mood for gum chewing. I do not like gum chewing. I have that phobia. I don't even remember what it's called, but the one that makes you really mad when you hear chewing sounds. I have that, so a lot of time I just get like unreasonably angry and I want to like rip my skin off when I hear gum chewing. So I watch his daily item shop videos, especially when I'm tired and I don't feel like booting up Fortnite, because I don't feel like playing it. But I like seeing the item shop skins, especially every day for Halloween. I've looked because I want to see the Halloween skins. But in this daily item shop video that ASMR Gaming News recorded, he was talking about the new Edward Scissorhands skin, and he said something about it that made me figure out it wasn't a slasher. I don't remember what he said about it. I don't know. It was either something he said or it was the vibes he was giving off, but the way he said something about it made it not sound like a slasher. I really don't remember. I think maybe he said you guys should watch it. It's a good like Tim Burton movie or something, and maybe I was like, oh, Tim Burton doesn't make slashers, what? I don't know. He said something. I figured it might not be a slasher, so I looked it up to just do a quick glance at the reviews and to see the genre. I didn't read the blurb. I don't read the blurbs. And I saw it had great views, which I figured it would because it's so popular. But in the like little genre section, it said that it was a romance, and I was like, what? How on earth is this movie a romance? And why have I not known that till now? So I decided I would give it a shot and watch it. I figured it wasn't a slasher, so, and I like, oh, this is so sweet. I was genuinely so surprised when he got introduced to the neighbors, and they weren't even mean to him at first. And I was like, what? This guy is like freaky. He's got scissors for hands. I'd be scared of him probably. Until I got to know him and saw that he was nice, but I don't know, at first glance I'd probably be scared of him. And like, I don't know. He looked a little bit funny with his like, I don't think it was supposed to be makeup in the movie, but the way his face looked and like his hair was crazy, so I thought they'd just be mean, especially those like suburban white picket fence housewives. I really did not think they were gonna be nice to him, but they were, and it like made me so happy. I was like, wow, like this restored my faith in humanity, even though this is fake and these aren't real people. And real people would probably act differently. And then the daughter comes home, and this is like 2/3 into the movie or something. And I was like, oh, Winona Ryder, nice. I love her in Stranger Things. I know she's in Beetlejuice. She's great. I love her. And Winona's Ryder's character is kind of a B word, and she messes everything up, and the movie makes me so mad because everything would not have been messed up if she had just owned up to her crap and owned up that it was her and her pin-headed boyfriend who tricked and manipulated Edward into doing that robbery. And even after, when things escalate and he starts getting in situations that look really bad, she never tells them that it was actually their like whole idea and everything. And it made me so mad. And then the movie ends terribly and super upsettingly. Ooh, this is a cool car. And I freaking watched them say goodbye to each other. The entire town hates Edward, and even after they think he is dead, and even after they're trying to kill him, Winona Ryder's character still does not explain anything, any of the huge 3 things. She doesn't explain that he was saving her brother from a drunk driving kill. She doesn't explain the bank incident. She doesn't explain anything, and makes everybody think that he's a crazy, terrible person. And I was so angry because I feel like things really could have been solved and worked out, but whatever. And then it ends, and frickin' Edward's going up to his house, and I'm starting to cry at this point because I'm so heartbroken. I thought that I was watching a sweet, comforting, happy, like wholesome, funny movie, and my heart gets ripped out of my chest instead. And then it ends, and you find out that the reason it's been snowing is because he's been making the snow for Winona Ryder because he loves her, and freaking she's an old lady and she never went to see him again. And freaking I started pulling my eyes out. I was crying so hard. Yeah, I can't even explain to you how hard I was crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I was ugly crying. I was freaking like Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, I can't believe I won that. Okay, back to Edward Scissorhands. The movie made me so angry, and it made me bawl my eyes out, and I hated it, and frick you, Tim Burton. And guess what? I have another frick you to say to Tim Burton. The third movie I watched before Edward Scissorhands, after Silent Hill, was, wait for it, Corpse Bride. The most beloved movie that especially women love so much. And I always hear about. And blah 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 bitty blah. And are you guys ready for the most controversial review of Corpse Bride that you will ever hear in your entire life? It sucks, and I hated it. And all the Corpse Bride fans are probably screaming right now because the Corpse Bride fans like are ride or die for that movie. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care that it makes you upset. The movie sucks. I'm just gonna say it. The beginning, it's like okay. The middle, it's like okay. The ending, trash. Even worse than Edward Scissorhands. Even worse than Edward Scissorhands. So bad. Not even just the ending. The final third of the movie sucks. I think I'm the only person who's ever gonna say this. I am a pretty fair person, I would say, when I review movies. I sometimes like movies that a lot of other people don't like. I usually can agree whether a movie is good or bad with the general public, but there are times when I say that it's good, even when other people hate it. And in this case, there are times when I say that it is bad when everybody else loves it. And you know what? This is one of those times, and this is probably the most controversial opinion I have on a movie or TV show, because I just have never heard a single bad thing about Corpse Bride. I will give you a little more of an explanation as to why I hate it, but I am really not going to say too much about it or defend that much about it. It has the worst romance aspect that I have ever seen in an attempt to be a romance movie. I think that that is a justifiable reason to hate the movie a lot, because it's supposed to be a romance, and that's kind of all there is to it, besides, you know, corpse land or whatever and stuff like that. But you know what? It sucks at being a romance. And I think that the main character, I don't even remember the main character's name, because I hated the movie so much I didn't bother to remember. I think that the main character is a SLUD. That's right, the first ASMR artist to ever say such a horrible word in an ASMR video. He's an SLUD. He really, no matter who you are rooting for him to get to, or no matter which girl you are rooting for him to get with, he disappoints you, and he 2 times them both at the same time behind both each other's backs, and the ending is unsatisfying, and really you couldn't even honestly tell me that you know which character he truly loves, or which character he even should be with. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Corpse Bride sucks. You know, it feels so good to get that off my chest. It really does. I've been wanting to say it since I watched the movie, and I finally got to say it. Okay, but I'm not gonna end this off on such a negative note. There was one more secret fifth movie that I did watch, but the reason I did not talk about it is because, one, I have already seen it So, what the heck is happening there? Oh no, oh no. So I watched. Uh-oh. I don't have a movement thing. I wasn't paying attention to the storm. Why are you fighting me? The storm is gonna kill both of us. Oh, okay. I hope this guy gets killed by the storm. He's gonna get my choke splashes though. No, he's gonna die to the storm. You know that this has happened to me a couple times in Fortnite, and this is probably the most. He's taking a shield in the storm. He does not know what he's doing. The most anger-inducing thing that could happen in Fortnite is dying to somebody who immediately dies to the storm after. Because why can you not just create a temporary truce with me so that neither of us die to the storm? And at least, even if you diff me, even if you kill me, I at least want you to move on. Even if you die to someone a little bit after. Having us kill each other, whether I win or whether you win, the winner dying to the storm right after makes it just so pointless. Just, please, if you ever see anybody in the storm and you know you guys are gonna die if you don't run, just don't fight them. Just wait till you're out of the storm's radius and then continue your 1v1. I'm just saying, nobody wins and nobody is happy if someone dies in the storm. But whatever. Alright, last game. I know it would have made more sense to really end it there and just like finish up my thoughts spectating the final 5, but I didn't want it to end off on too negative of a note. Because the people that didn't rage close my video and then unsubscribe from me because I said that Corpse Bride was a trash movie, would still be ending off the video on a little bit of a negative note. So I am going to finish talking about the last movie, and then I'm going to just keep my commentary Fortnite exclusive, and we'll end it off our Fortnitemares with a nice Halloweeny ending. Oh wait, I might get minis. Actually, I guarantee I'm gonna get minis in this little area. I don't know what that. There's a loud sound. Okay. So, the 5th movie that I watched was not Halloween themed, and I have already seen it. It was my most favorite Disney movie growing up. I had the DVD for it at both my parents' houses. My parents weren't divorced. I had the DVD at both my parents' houses, and I loved the movie so much. I watched it a ton of times. And that was Brother Bear. Brother Bear, such a good Disney movie. And when it's got a really great message, I think, and I think it's, you know, besides the fact that the voice actors for it were, I don't know all the voice actors for it, but I know majority of them, or quite a few of them, they were white. And that would literally be my only quarrel for it, since they are Native American. But I think that other than that, I think it does a really yeah, a very funny movie. It's also just so sweet. It's very wholesome, and not like Edward Scissorhands wholesome. It's like actually wholesome. Oh my gosh, though. Even though I saw the movie, like, gosh, I don't even know. I literally watched that movie probably like, I want to be accurate with this, maybe like at probably double digits, probably in double digits amount of times when I was a kid. I probably watched that movie like at least 10 times. Maybe even more, I really don't know. I watched that movie so much. But even though I had seen it so many times, and I know exactly what was gonna happen, if you haven't seen Brother Bear, spoilers, I mean, it's already obvious that by now that every movie I'm reviewing I'm gonna be spoiling. But, even though I knew that the whole plot twist or whatever it was that Kenai, when he killed the bear that killed his brother, which I also think is just such a good movie about like perspective. I'll explain it after. Sorry. The plot twist is that he killed. Oh my gosh, he killed Coda's mom. Is that Edward Scissorhands? Wait, what? What's up, Edward? I was just talking about you. I was just talking about. I'm so sorry. What happened to you, man? Anyway, sorry. That's the plot twist. Even though I remembered that was the plot twist, and I knew, and I'd seen it 100 times, it made me pull my eyes out. The scene where Kenai is confessing to Coda after the salmon run, and Coda's telling the story, and Kenai is getting flashbacks to the incidents with the bear, with Coda's mom, and he puts 2 and 2 together and realizes he killed Coda's mom. He sits down with Coda, and he explains to Coda the entire story from his perspective and what happened, and he's admitting to Coda that he killed Coda's mom. I was bawling my eyes out. Probably like very close to as hard as I was bawling when I'm first the Edward Scissorhands ending. Like probably very close. I was so distraught, even though I knew. Even though I had seen it 100 times and I knew it was coming. It's a very emotional scene, and like, I don't know, it's such a good movie. They did it so well. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the Halloween area. But I also think that movie is so good at kind of like making you think about life in general in such a different way, like realizing that not even just with animals, but even with people, that everybody has their own experience. Like, well, when 2 people experience something, both people are experiencing that. Like, I'm explaining this so terribly. Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, good play. That guy was really good, honestly. Oh, maybe because it was a legendary. I don't know. I still think the shotgun shouldn't do that much damage from that far away, but maybe it's more of a ranged shotgun than Gatekeeper, for example. But yeah, I think I would still be like really upset and like not really care. It's the same thing for like, I really don't have. This is such a not political, maybe kind of controversial, I don't know. Very like deep conversation we're having, but that's okay. We should be able to talk about these things and have different opinions from each other and not get mad at each other. So many people watch YouTubers and stuff, and when they have a different opinion than them, they just get so mad and everybody wants to like even cancel each other. I mean, some things are worth canceling over, but you know, we should be able to have different opinions from each other on some things without fighting. Especially because if you think about it, if you think about your family, oh gosh, I have PTSD from that. If you think about like your family, for example, if your family or someone has like a way different opinion or perspective on certain things than you, you're still gonna talk to that family member, you're still gonna love them. So like, why can't we extend a little more sympathy to, you know, strangers? But whatever. Let me just get the opinion out. I'm kind of just like yapping. I don't have sympathy for murders. I know I said this is controversial. People are probably like, that's not controversial. That's kind of a given. You would be surprised how many people say like, you know, oh, this guy like literally like shot a bunch of people at like a mall or a school or something, and they're like, he was bullied, he had a bad childhood, you know, like, okay. And there's a lot of people that have had some really horrendously messed up stuff happen to them, and you know, they still turn out like at least like decent human beings. I mean, there's still a lot of problems you have with that, and it makes you a jerk and stuff like that, but like literally murdering people, I don't think there's like any kind of a defense for that. I know that's such a heavy thing to talk about in an ASMR video, but I don't know. You listen to it in like podcasts and stuff, so I'm just gonna, you know, keep it in. I'm gonna talk about it. I think it makes it an interesting thing to talk about, but yeah. So I don't 100% agree with all of Brother Bear's values, but yeah, I do mostly agree with animal things. Like, you know, if an animal's like scared and stuff, maybe have some sympathy for it, but you know, I don't know. Take that sympathy as far as you are willing to, but it's still very sad when a human, and upsetting when a human dies to an animal. The reason I say this is because I've seen videos of like people hiking on an official hiking trail that's like made for hiking, even ones that a lot of people hike on, and there's like a bear, and maybe the bear has cubs, maybe the bear lives near there. You know, we've deforested their homes and pushed them further towards human civilization, and that's sad and messed up, right? I have a lot of sympathy for animals, but telling hikers when they're scared of a bear, or they spray the bear that's literally coming into their vicinity with a bear spray, or, you know, something, that's humans defending themselves, and I think they have a right to do that. And when I see people say things like, you're coming into their home, you know, okay, but like, we're meant to be out in nature too. Like, we're animals, whether you like it or not. And just like animals, we are going to defend ourselves, just like a cougar is going to, just like a cougar is gonna maul a coyote, a human is going to maybe I'm getting a little too worked up about opinions that probably a minority of people have, and I just see the comments and it upsets me, but probably not that many people think that way, honestly, because that just doesn't make sense, right? I don't know. I said I was gonna do another game because I ended off the last one too negative, and I started talking about super controversial, super deep, kind of negative subjects. I'm sorry about that. But if you don't like it, you could always click off. You've got like an hour and 5 minutes of content that isn't deep conversation that you can enjoy, and then you can click off as soon as the deep conversation starts if you don't like it. And if it upsets you that I have a different opinion than you, then you can either just not watch this video, this part of the video, or you could maybe take a look at how easily you get upset and try to work on that. Holy crap, we're in the top 4. I've just been yapping about freaking random stuff for like 10 minutes, and we are top 4 somehow. That's just crazy. This is never my top 3. Holy crap. The circle is so big. How are there only 3 people? Okay, I don't want them to hear my chainsaw, but I want to figure out where they are because, uh-oh, we got a car. Oh man, okay, yeah, he sees me. Okay, hopefully the other person sees him first. When I'm in top 3, I usually try to let the other 2 kill each other. And then I third party, because that's kind of the only way you can survive the last circle. Okay. Oh, I'm cooked. Dang it. Yeah. I should have used an AR, I guess. I didn't think it was too far away for the SMGs, but you have to be really close with those Uzis, I guess. Let's see how this pans out. I really hope too many people aren't mad at me for bringing up those subjects. I don't know. It would be boring if I don't know, only ever talked about the game. I like talking about other stuff. And I like watching YouTubers talk about, Goku wins this, I guarantee it. Yep. Why? Yeah, the guy in the bunker did not stand